Okay, drones in real estate. How to make the money, where to go to make the money, who to contact, who to even start with, where to go from here now that you've bought it, you've got your license. Okay, there's one of two ways you can go at it about real estate with drones. One is going out the hard way, going out to cold calls, knocking on doors, ignoring no soliciting signs, trying to set up interviews, demonstrations, going out, seeing where there are real estate signs already, maybe take a picture of the house, send it to the real estate agent, say, hey, look what I could do for you. That's just one of the ways you can go at it. I've done all those. I've done the cold calls, I've done knocking at doors, I've set up demonstrations. It's rough. It's not an easy process because especially right now, it seems like everyone's trying to get into it. That's one way of going at it. We've done doing videos of the towns and stuff like that and posting up our social media is one way we've gotten a lot of coverage, and the other real estate agents have found us that way. Now, the other way you can go about it would be find out the other companies that are already doing real estate photography. Maybe they don't have a drone. They need one, and it's you. So find them, convince them why they need your services. It's a lot easier because they've already got the client set up. They've got everything going. They've got the business. They've got the website and everything already there. So it's almost free marketing for you. You just have to hope they get the clients that want drone videos. And I will tell you now, every client that goes to a real estate agent asks for drone pictures. It seems to be that's the only way that they're going to sell their house nowadays is if they have drone photos. So everybody wants it, whether it be a $50,000 house up to a $10 million house that we've been into. Everybody wants it. It's good for everything. It helps. Now, doing drone videos and photos is just the start with drone photography and photography when it comes to the real estate. Now let's get into that a little bit more. Okay, so what to expect. You showed up your first day for the job, your first drone job. You've gone out, you're nervous. Your client just wants some photos of the outside. It's simple. You're going to grab some photos, multiple levels. Some people, if you're going to try to sell your photos, your package that you get 5 photos, that's fine. We don't do things that way. When we show up for a job site, we take as many photos as possible to try to cover the whole area. But we are also charging a premium for our prices. We don't charge per photo, we charge for the package. So you're going to show up. I recommend getting photos at different heights, different angles, showing out towards different towns. You never know which angle or which one your real estate agent is going to like. Everybody's different. Everybody's eye is different, especially. So that's one thing that you want to do just by trying to take photos. And now as it comes to doing videos with them for just the outside, it's going to be a little more difficult, especially as you are first starting off. It's practice, practice, practice. You just want to show in, though, a few simple shots is all you really need. The shot of it going up in front of the house, shot of it going in front of the house this way, maybe a couple other shots of just kind of going up through the yard over top of some different things that are there, the different flower beds. You can check out many of our videos. We have a real estate page. We have real estate playlists. Go for some ideas. Granted, we are not perfect professionals. Feel free to critique our work. We are learning as we go too with some of this stuff. So after you make the video there, just a few simple shots. You're going to go maybe from the top up. Those are your shots for the house. Besides just making a simple video for the real estate agents, something you're going to see that they're going to ask for a lot of is, I want some shots of the downtown areas. I would like some shots of the parks, maybe the lakefront, depending on where you're at. So I recommend while you're out all the time, grab stock photos, stock video of the local parks, of any monuments, of a time that maybe where the downtown area is completely dead and you can get a couple of shots safely right down through there. That's what they're going to want. That's what's going to make you different from the other drone operators. You can offer more for your services. You can charge more of a premium to try to really make that big buck and turn this into a full-time job. Okay, so you've showed up, you've done your videos, you've done the photos. Now what? Now the realtor also might ask you, I would like some photos and video of the inside. Now what? You've only wanted to fly a drone. This is where the learning curve comes into play. You also would like a nice DSLR camera. You can get a cheap Canon, I always tell everybody, try to find something used to get into. Just make sure you're not buying something broken first. Don't try not to spend the big money unless you're going to stick with this, and you know you are. Try to maybe find something used, so maybe you can get some better equipment versus trying to go out and buy everything brand spanking new. It is expensive, trust me. We use Canon 5D Mark IVs for all of our stuff. They're nice, wonderful cameras. I say they're a lazy man camera because I always said it did all the work for me. So I highly recommend a decent camera because you're going to go do inside shots, and then you're going to need a nice wide angle lens. It makes life extremely easy, especially in these tighter homes when you're trying to get into a bathroom that's about the size of a closet, and they want you to make it look nice and big somehow, and they expect this. They expect all the photos to be phenomenal. This is how they're going to sell the house. You are their first presentation. Your photos, your video are the first thing usually people are going to see for this house. So there's kind of a lot of pressure on you. Realtors will put the pressure on you. You'll see this. So highly recommend getting a nice camera, something decent. Get decent at shooting some photos inside. It's not too difficult. There's many YouTube videos. I highly recommend it. Been there, done that. Still use them to this day. Always trying to sharpen our skills. So highly recommend getting into the handheld camera besides just the drone. You'll need it. It'll come in play for a lot of jobs you'll do. Now trying to really get into the real estate market, like I said before, can be difficult because everyone's doing it. Pricing's always difficult. How do you price your jobs? How do you price everything? I'll tell you, I see a mix of pricing for just photos, anywhere from $75 up to $200. We do charge anywhere from the higher range, a lot of times for the higher end homes, and then it goes up and up for the video also. You can charge anywhere you see from $150 to $500 for a video. It kind of depends on your market, depends on the demand, depends on the house. A real estate agent might not want to spend $500 for a cheaper home, but maybe for that $1 million home, they're going to be willing to spend that money. So it's also realizing where you're going to be able to make your money. Not every home is going to be a $1 million home they're going to put you into. And it's also your job to take a home that might not look the greatest and make it sellable. You'll get that a lot. Make it pretty. Make the grass greener. Make the pond full. You'll get all the questions from the real estate agents. But it's a good market to get into. It's I will say it's good practice. Every house is different. Everywhere you go is different. It's phenomenal practice. So don't get discouraged from the market. Take the jobs, even though they might not be high-paying jobs, because it's phenomenal practice. And get stock footage while you're out. So you're getting paid for stock footage. Highly recommend it. Easy market to get into. Great for beginners. Just remember, don't be surprised when they start asking you to take inside photos. Maybe borrow a camera, or like I said before, partner with a company that's already existing that does real estate photography. Mass email, go out to all the photography companies, knock on their doors, whatever you have to do. That's your job now, is try to get in there, try to beat out the other drone operator, because let's face it, it seems like everybody's doing it. Now, please subscribe, follow us more as we have more videos coming. We'll try to keep them coming with as much information as possible. If you have any more questions, please put them in the comments below. I know we've only covered a small amount of this topic. We will get into it more later in another video. Thank you.